I'm here with Todd from Coffs Coast Spearfishing and looking at this fantastic range of wetsuits, just about everything known to man in this shop. And Todd's going to run us through some of the things to look for when you're selecting a wetsuit.
Okay, wetsuits generally start off from around the $200 mark up until the $450, $500 mark for the 3.5mm wetsuit. 3.5mm wetsuit is great gear for the Coffs Coast. Some people tend to go to the 5mm jacket, but not many. So what you're looking for in wetsuits is, there's a lot of brands out there, is the quality of rubber, the cut. Some people prefer long johns to pants or pants to long johns. Some companies will have both. It's each their own. You can also cut the long johns off. Some people prefer the camo, some people prefer the plain black. That's a whole other story in itself.
So why do you have camouflage on a wetsuit? What's the thinking behind that?
Well, it's just like hunting on land. People believe that you can blend in with surroundings so you can approach the fish and get closer to the fish without being noticed. Everybody has their own beliefs, whether it works or not. Some people like the traditional black, some people love the olive green, but there's always a new camo out that people are loving. We've got a nice orange one here. Once you go past 10 metres, that would turn into a nice grey.
So you blend it in deeper water with a bit of red in the suit, because red's the first colour to disappear. I see you've got some of the Salvamar suits, which I like to wear. It's a nice, lovely, soft neoprene.
Great camo. That's a big thing to look out for, the softness of the neoprene. There are different types of rubbers, the better rubber being the Yamamoto rubber, which is a much softer and stretchier rubber. Quite a few of the wetsuits have them, but there's also good wetsuits that do not have them, such as Cressy. Basically, the best thing to look out for is the right cut for you, so at least try them on. We get people to try them on inside out with gloves. Watch your fingernails on the rubber.
Alright, so you said inside out, so you can't put these wetsuits on dry?
No, you always need to lubricate. You can either use, some people use detergent, I don't recommend that.
Bad for your skin.
Yeah, bad for the skin, bad for the suit also.
Yep.
Hair conditioner and water, moisturiser and water, or just if you don't have any water with you, talcum powder.
Yep. Baby shampoo is my choice.
Baby shampoo.
And water.
Nice.
Yep. Keeps my skin nice and supple.
Yeah. Or you can also buy gel.
Right, so you can buy specialist lubes, and I see you've also got shampoo and stuff like that for keeping your wetsuits in good nick.
Yeah, wetsuit shampoo if you're breaking out in little red rashes or pimples. Isocol works well.
Right.
And also washing isocol on your skin, antibacterial rubbing
Yep.
lotion, or a wetsuit wash.
That's particularly in the tropics, isn't it? When you get up in that warm water, you can.
Sweating in your suit.
Yeah, you can certainly get some nasty rashes. If you're on a liveaboard charter for a week, you don't want to come back looking like you've got Ebola. Alrighty, and what about after you dive? What's the best way to look after your wetsuit once you've got out of the water?
Always rinse your wetsuit in fresh water. You can use the wetsuit wash, and hang it out in a shady place. Never dry your wetsuit out in the sun, otherwise it will ruin the rubber.
Okay.
So next time you put it on, you'll probably put your arm, leg, or head through it. There are also other types of wetsuits which aren't lined.
So this is not an open cell wetsuit like the other type. This is a lined wetsuit, so you can slide it on without lubrication.
So this is for warmer climates. Obviously, because it's not lined, it won't be as warm. It'll allow the water to come through a lot more. So that's for warmer temperatures.
Okay, I see also you've got a range of wetsuit shorts here. These are pretty handy. I'm a big fan of the shorts myself, maybe because I've got a lot of wetsuit inside me.
I love seeing the white pins disappearing into the blue.
That's it. It is quite good. What about, I've got a bit of a theory about Spanish mackerel that they like quite a bright wetsuit, especially with blue on them. Do you subscribe to that at all, Todd?
Yeah, they tend to like flashes and brighter colours. I'm more of a plain wetsuit man myself. But You can use many techniques to bring them in.
All right, very good. Okay, well, thanks for that, Todd. Here we've got a whole range of gloves.
Yeah.
What are the gloves good for?
Gloves are good for warmth, and they're very good for safety for basically hand cuts, and very good when lobster diving. I feel naked without gloves when I go spearfishing. Gloves tend to range from a warmer sort of more dive glove through to a harder wearing sort of lobster style glove, which won't give you as much warmth.
You've put me onto these guys recently, Todd, with the
gloves.
Yeah, I've been using them for lobster diving and quite enjoying the comfort and the grip that they give you.
Yeah, so they're Dyneema. They're cut resistant, so I could run a knife over the back of my hand if I was wearing this now, and it wouldn't cut through. It's very good for spike resistance as well. You've got some rubber on the hands which will eventually wear off, but the main strength is in the Dyneema. You've also got Amara gloves, which basically have a wetsuit backing, and then a harder wearing fingertips or palms. You can also get them with Kevlar. So it just depends what type of diving you're going to do. If you're going to do sort of out of the boat, blue water spearfishing, you can go a lighter, thinner glove that will wear out very quickly when lobster diving. If you're going lobster diving, you'll want a tougher glove that won't wear out as quickly. It will protect you from their spikes that annoy you for days after.
Very good. Well, that's a great rundown on gloves.